Polka Dotted Zebra Network.
Hello, Cougars! Welcome to Polka Dotted Zebra Network, and today we have a lot of things to cover. First things first, I'm covering the presidential election of 1952, and boy is there a lot going on there.
Next, we have Margaret Pierce and Dale Johnson giving us a fantastic traffic report.
We also have Margaret and Dale covering our culture segment, including rock and roll and television rise.
Then, for our top story of the day, Beverly and I will be giving a report on discrimination today.
Then followed by Margaret with a fashion report and Dale with our international news. And lastly, we will have our question and answer with our audience.
So tune right in after this break.
Any place, any time is a good time for Coke.
Only Coca-Cola gives you that refreshing new feeling. Refreshing new feeling. Refreshing new feeling. Coca-Cola's bright and lively. Coca-Cola has more zest. Coca Delight more living. Refreshes and Coke.
Hi, my name is Nancy,
And I'm Beverly.
and I'm here today to talk about our most recent presidential election. Dwight Eisenhower won the election this past November. It was a landslide vote.
Well, was it really a landslide, Nancy?
Well, that's right, Beverly. It was 63% of the population. So that's 37% of our population that wanted the other candidate. His name was Adlai Stevenson. What do we know about Stevenson? Well, he was a Democrat.
And Eisenhower was a proud Republican, wasn't he?
Yeah, Eisenhower was a Republican. And he had the catchy slogan, I like Ike.
He was all for education, inflation, and women's rights.
And I'm excited to see what he brings to our
Yes,
presidential
me
office.
too. That's it for the presidential election of 1952, and we'll be right back.
Hello, folks, and right now we're doing our traffic report. Now, as you can see over there, traffic is sort of moderate right now. If you're going down Route 50, I would advise making it fast before traffic starts speeding up here. You know, you see the one rush. Thanks to the Federal Aid Highway Act, we have many safer roads and congestion is better fixed.
Wait, what's that right there? Is that a Nash Cosmopolitan?
Really?
Like a Bel Air convertible? No
Oh my
way.
God,
That's like the hottest.
That's so cool. For
So
families.
cool. And that closes our traffic report of the day. Margaret Pierce here.
Hello, and I'm Dale Johnson. And right now we are here with our culture update. And the first thing we're going to talk about is the rise in credit cards. Now, in February 1950, the Diners Club issued the first credit card, which was...
Founded by Frank X. McNamara. Now, award for credit cards has increased, but this rise in credit cards have been an increase in consumerism too.
This rise in consumerism has led to people buying TVs, a new product in development.
You know what I think about television?
What do you think?
Well, I think they kind of glamorize the suburban lifestyle. I don't associate with them.
No, but the television has become a staple in the American household.
You know what else has been a staple in American households? Let's talk about rock and roll.
Oh yes, I love
Wonderful music
rock.
is booming now, and it was influenced, well, is influenced by African American blues, and it's just the right excuse for teens to rebel. And speaking of rebellion, check out Rebel Without a Cause.
Now I'm back to you, Nancy, in the studio.
Welcome back. We are right here in the center of the civil rights movement, Montgomery, Alabama, with one of the iconic segregated bathrooms. When you come over here, you can see whites only. Once you move over to this side, you can see a colored only sign on this raggedy looking door.
Wait a second, Beverly. I have to go to the bathroom.
Me too.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whites only, ma'am.
Damn it! Curse those Jim Crow laws.
That's just what happens down here in Montgomery.
As we walk over here to this water fountain, we can see that it's labeled whites only. Another prime example of segregation in America. No, buddy. What do you think you're doing there? That water fountain says whites only.
But I'm so thirsty.
Breaking news, breaking news. Come on, right here. As you come over, you can see
A black and a white goose, geese, where they are, eating together. See? Blacks and whites can get along. And segregation.
and segregation now.
See that?
This is what you made me come over here for?
Yes. Marta here with your fashion news of the day. See a couple of the must-haves and the key looks of the 50s. We got the full skirts, the pencil skirts, the petticoats, the crew neck t-shirts, cinched belt, bullet bras, and gloves, and red lipstick, you know? You gotta have. That's the must-have. Can't forget the greasers, you know? Slick back hair, leather jackets, leather pants too. Can't go wrong with the greaser look.
Hello, Dale here, and we're back in the studio. Right now, we're about to dive into some international news. Our first topic is a big international news and a very top story right now. Just in, Joseph Stalin, the General Secretary of the Communist Party of Russia, has been pronounced dead.
Yes. America.
That's a little too soon, Nancy. Don't you think you could be doing something better? Alright, back to more important news. Joseph Stalin was found unresponsive on the floor of his bedroom in the Kremlin. On lighter news, right now the Olympics is held in Finland. And the US is doing pretty good right now. Go United States!
Now we're going to talk a little bit about the Cold War. It's something going on internationally, and it's a pretty big issue. And the time to talk about it is now.
For example, Fidel Castro leads a revolution which removes Cuban dictator Batista from power.
Also, our great President Eisenhower, he ordered an embargo on Cuba.
Say what? Cuba has moved closer to the Soviet Union, and Eisenhower administration has initiated a plan to have the CIA train Cuban exiles. Crazy, right?
And that's your report on the Cold War. Thanks for tuning in.
We're here with Betsy, Ty, and Dylan for a little Q&A.
All right, so how do you guys feel about the 1952 Summer Olympics in Finland?
Oh, I love the Olympics. They're awesome, and I think the United States is wonderful.
Think we're gonna do good?
No, you just here for the right. Okay, thank you.
And we are here with Serenity, so we're about to ask her a question about the election.
So, who did you vote for the 1952 election? You're talking about Dwight, right? Dwight Eisenhower?
And exactly, why did you vote for Eisenhower?
Because I love him and all of his policies.
And he supports women.
Nice. Because he supports women, right?
The smart choice. The right choice. Vote Eisenhower.
That's all, folks. Once again, my name is Nancy.
I'm Dale.
And I'm Margaret.
And thanks for tuning in to the Polka Dotted Zebra Network.
Catch us next time. We upload every Wednesday or Friday. And follow, like, and subscribe. If you don't already, share with a friend.
You're scaring me. Why am I doing this?
More important news. Joseph was found by his staff self-conscious on the floor.
Having that
This is gonna be some weird editing.
Okay, why don't you just say in the Kremlin?
Just because they're too dumb to know what that is.
You know, it was 63. How do people do this?
And thank you for tuning in to the Polka I forgot our name.
Do it again, sorry.
Buddy, what do you think you're doing there?
Oh, I'm a little parched. You want me to cut it?
Put that phone away. You're always on your phone. Oh, did you hear the acoustic still?
How do you feel?
Wait, where did you Get out!
Back to more important news. Mr. What's his name?
Joseph Stalin. Stalin.
I really
Stalin,
shouldn't
a
be
known
doing
dictator.
this. I forgot everything.
Latin.
Oh my god. You're the duck.
You do not know my ethnicity.
Back to you, Nancy.
Unless, I don't know if Nancy's after that, but if she's not, you can cut it.
Eisenhower.
I've been living in the South my entire life. I came as a little boy.
Another great thing about President Eisenhower is he was a true patriot in one of our wars.
What war, Nancy?
Stop Stalin.
Oh, attitude.
Now back to you, Dale. We need to end this now.
Are you assuming my gender?